Now to describe the RS guitar. It's the combination of a bunch of features that originally started with chambered guitars. I've made several, and this part of the guitar would be hollow on both sides with a solid wood down the middle. And they're nice. It's a good way to reduce weight. I'm sure it adds acoustically to the guitar a little bit. But I took it a lot further, and this guitar, and basically the idea is I'm not trying to make an acoustic instrument that I electrify, but I'm trying to bring out the acoustic properties of an electric guitar. I'm really just interested in electric guitars, but taking that to new dimensions of design. So the first thing that this incorporates is a direct mounting of the strings to the top of the guitar with an aluminum block. This whole guitar is hollow. There's nothing in it except for a sound block that mounts the bridge. So my idea and my design here is essentially to let the top of the guitar free float with the back, and the back becomes really the soundboard. The reason being is because electric guitars often are played, you know, with a lot of power, and the monitor is right in front of you on the floor and pointed right at the front of the guitar, so you tend to get that directional kind of input on the body of the guitar. Since I've made something that's hollow, I really don't want that kind of input. So what I've done is put the sound holes, or sound ports I call them, in the cutouts here, so that when you're playing, the volume of the guitar, the sound energy of the guitar is going that way, and it because there's not a hole in the front, you don't have the feedback issues of the monitor on the floor with sound holes here pointed right at it. Now the whole top is one solid piece. These pickup rings are actually carved out of the top. The bridge, the tailpiece, everything is carved out of the top. And this is thicker wood here because it holds the strings. The idea here being not having only as direct a connection to the top, but also to have as straight a string pull as I could, and a direct connection between the string and the body as I could have. And style-wise, I integrated this part here, which is kind of an organic shape, but really it's an armrest, and it's right here because that's where you put your hand, and it's very comfortable right here to play because your hand rests, it just literally rests right here. So that's the design of the guitar. I had it out this weekend with a fella, a friend of mine, Dan Lawson, who played it for the first time that he'd played it, and he absolutely loved it for its acoustic properties, for one thing, but he even commented that a few times he could feel his chest vibrations from his singing being picked up by the back of the guitar, by this soundboard here on the back, which is really quite interesting. So I'm on the track here with this and further refinements to the guitar to make an electric guitar that has fantastic acoustic properties. Now I'll just play it for you here, and you can hear the sound coming out of here. The point is, because we taped up these holes, we experimented with it, we taped them up about halfway, and it really just deadened the guitar. But the fact of being able to let the body breathe like this, to be able to move air, is quite a remarkable thing. It's also kind of nice when you're playing like this to have the sound pointed up here instead of out there. So acoustically, the guitar is 5 times as alive as anything I've ever made. And I have to say too that Dan plays through Mesa amps, and a few times some of the low notes he played had the tone that I actually have been in search of. I don't know how to describe it except that it's a full round woody tone in the guitar that is just, it has to be my favorite tone, guitar tone. The other thing I noticed is that whether single coil or humbucking, it didn't matter the configuration. The variety of sounds are kind of staggering between single coil bridge and humbucking neck. And everything in between. You could play any kind of music on this guitar. It will rock, but the definition of your attack and your fingering it's remarkable to me. I've never heard anything like it. Dan commented on it and a number of other people as well. So this has gone a little long, but this is what this design is all about. And we're going to be doing, I think, some fretless bass guitars with this same concept of having an acoustic bass that's really an electric guitar though. And we're going to investigate that, and I don't know where this is going to take us, but I gotta say, it's something I am really excited about.